Hello, and welcome to Mystic Puma's Then and Now. I'm Mystic Puma, and today we're going to be taking a look at Winx Club. Oh god, why do I do this? So just to clarify, with the whole then bit, I loved this show as a kid. It started in about 2004 in both Italy, yes it's Italian, I know what I'm going to be mentally comparing it to, and England, licensed under, oh god, 4Kids. Great. So, for a bit of context, I was 9 years old. And holy shit monkeys, did I love it! It was actually one of the first, and possibly only, cartoons that I got the DVD of. I had the first volume, 5 episodes, Life Was Hard. And I watched the shit out of it. I got to the point where I would actually watch it if I couldn't sleep. I would put it on. If I was having trouble sleeping, I would put this DVD on because it was just... I just knew it so well, because I'd watched it like a million times. So, yeah. There is another English version, which I didn't know when I was a kid. The RAI version or something. I did have a quick look. It's going to be hard enough to do this for the 4Kids version, let alone that piece of arse. Like, seriously, that is painful. I don't even know. But I don't know which one is more accurate to the original, because I couldn't find the original. I couldn't find the original Italian, so I couldn't find, like, what order the scenes are supposed to go in, because the scenes in the RAI version are completely different to the scenes in the 4Kids version. It's just completely switched around. It makes no sense. But I'm just going to stick to the 4Kids version, because that's the version that I grew up with, that's the version that I can talk about then with, that's the version I knew. That's the version that I can think of as I'm ranting about this, because I will rant, because I know it's crap. Okay, so a little bit more background, sorry, but it is kind of necessary and relevant. The 4Kids dub of Winx continued until 2008. Now, I had, quite honestly, stopped caring after, like, Series 2, but hey. Then it all went to fucking shit. After Series 3 and the movie, which is, in my opinion, completely atrocious, 4Kids dropped out. They just stopped doing it. And honestly, kudos to them, because after this, it just... Oh, it should have been left alone. It should have been left alone. If you don't know what happens, and you don't want to know what happens, like, you want to actually watch it, which... Why are you watching this video? Spoilers! Thought I'd warn you that. By the end of Series 3, the fairies are all full-fledged fairies, all have boyfriends and all that sort of thing. I will not go into how unrealistic that is. Not right now, anyway. So, I think that was a logical place to end. They've all got their love interests, they've all got their proper fairy powers, it's all good in the hood. But it kept going in Italy, and Nickelodeon decided to pick it up. Why? Why did they do it? Why? Every single voice actor changed. I don't know why, but they couldn't get the original voice actors from the 4Kids version. So Bloom and Flora, I had a quick look at, like, Series 6 or something. I don't know what series it's on. It just announced their new series. Oh my god. Bloom and Flora sound like men. They don't sound like the original, and the sheer amount of transformations the fairies now have, oh my god, it hurts my brain. Like, I can't remember them all. And if I don't understand it, how the heck could a 9-year-old get it? I would not understand it. Seriously, I just don't get it. Why? And just, so many things just got worse and worse about this show. It just went on a downhill. I don't even know how it's still going, because it's a complete and utter shite. But this video is not about that. This video is about how the show holds up after 10 years. Okay? It's been 10 years since I was a kid and I watched this, and I loved it back then. I did. But I plan on doing a bit more of an analysis on why Winx Club has just gone to shit, why it's crap, why everything is wrong. But now, I'm gonna go and watch the first episode. and I will report back after I've actually mentioned sort of what I used to think of it. When I was a kid, I really loved the art style. Most girls, I think, who were a little bit into art and watched Winx Club tried to draw in the style of Winx Club, and usually they succeeded pretty well. I'll get to that later. I really liked it. It was really fun. It was about the only girly thing I was really into. Like, this was at the point in my life where I was discarding girly things. So this was the one girly thing I still had. This was when I was discovering Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It actually it was at the same time, because it was on the same show in the morning. So it would be Winx Club and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Quite the juxtaposition, I know, but anyway. So I'm going to go watch an episode now, the first episode, and I will report back to you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to admit is that the theme song is pretty catchy. It's pretty cool. I quite like the theme song. The theme song was fun. Although I have to say, the line "just don't touch the hair" really kind of hurt me. That hurt me. That hurt the boyish side of me. Quite painful, that one. But oh well. Ugh. God, I feel like I need to wash out my eyes. I feel like I need to burn my eyes out or something, because ugh. It hurt. It really hurt. It was horrible. Like, as a kid, I liked it, but now I'm just... Ugh. Okay, let's take it little bits at a time. So, first thing, which is really important, I think, is pacing. Now, I will say, all cartoons start off a bit rushed. They always do. The first episode can always feel a bit, oh my god, you're jamming exposition down my throat. Oh my god, what the hell. But that's because they've got 20 minutes to get an audience hooked and establish a story. So, usually, I can let them off for that. That never really bothers me. But god, this was... Even by cartoon standards, this is ridiculous. It's sporadic as hell. There is no... You don't really get to know what the character's like. You don't get a character. You just get, oh, this is this person. Oh, this is this person. Oh, this is this person. This is this person. You don't get to see what kind of person they are. Like, I know I shouldn't compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX because they're completely different things, but in the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you get to know that Jaden's a bit reckless. He's usually late for stuff. You get to know a bit about the characters. You get to know who they are. There's little moments where they just talk, and then you get the action. With this, it's just, it felt like you never got a break. Something was always happening, and that brings me on to sound. The voice acting is actually okay. The voice acting I can kind of let slide. It's not great, but I can let it slide. But there's so much sound. It never shuts up. There's just this constant... There's always music in the background, and there's always somebody talking, and sometimes it sounds like they've cut off the recording of somebody talking. It's awful. It's about as sporadic as the pacing. Like, with the pacing, you go from Bloom cycling down a road, gets into the park, and then suddenly the rabbit's gone off to find something, comes back literally a millisecond later, having seen something weird. She runs after him, and suddenly there's this massive battle that just, it's so... It's just a clusterfuck. It's just a clusterfuck. You just don't know what's going on. And I know this episode like the back of my hand. This episode was... I watched this the most because it was the first episode. So, I would always start the DVD from the first episode. I always clicked play all. So sometimes I wouldn't get to the 4th or 5th episode. But I would always watch the first and second. So, I shouldn't be confused. I shouldn't be sitting there like, what the hell is going on? Because I've seen it before. But I don't think I knew what was going on when I was a kid. I genuinely don't. I think I just sort of went, okay, she's magic and she's going to a school and okay. It just... Okay, moving on from pacing and sound. The pacing just... Oh my god, that hurts me. Okay, animation. Now this is what I was talking about earlier with the whole... a lot of kids probably tried to draw it and succeeded. Because it looks like it was done by somebody who just has no experience. It looks like I could probably have animated this. I have no animation experience, but it looks like I could have animated it. It looks jarred. It doesn't look natural. It looks just... It looks like it's been done in one of those really sort of... You have the bits of arm, and it's just like they just move as an object, not as a fluid person. It doesn't look normal. And I know it's for kids, I know it's a cartoon, but after seeing the quality of stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! And various other animes, or Avatar, The Last Airbender, and stuff like that, you expect a certain standard, you know? And that is not a standard, that is a very low standard. Like, I think people seem to think that if they're doing something for girls, they don't have to try. Because, oh, we'll throw in some ditzy people, and a bit of fashion stuff, and magic and fairies, and it'll all be fine. No! You've got to put the effort in, guys, or it's not going to last. It's not going to be something that somebody wants to go back and watch. I don't want to watch this. I want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to watch Danny Phantom, because despite the fact that Danny Phantom has the style it has, it does it well. It does it really well. And Winx Club does not. Winx Club does not do it well. It looks awkward. It looks really, really like it's just been slapped together in about 5 minutes. And the worst thing, half the words don't match the mouth movements. It's been horribly dubbed. It's awful. I don't know if that was the version I was watching, because I couldn't find the DVD, so I had to watch it on the internet. But I don't know, it just looked wrong. Even if it was just slightly like out of time, it didn't look like the words would have matched up with the mouths. And I know it was originally in Italian, but come on. It's not that hard. I told you this would be a ranty one, because, oh, this just hurt me. This is the prime example to me of a cartoon done wrong. Because sure, it'll bring the kids in, it'll bring the audience in, but it won't last. It won't have a long-lasting love for it. Because people will realise that it is shite. People will realise it's badly animated, it's far too noisy, the voice acting is... and the pacing is completely off. I don't remember the other episodes having great pacing. I should probably have a look, and I will probably have a look when I do this as a video that I want to do. I want to do a video on how Winx Club has just gone to shit, because I just can't get how much I hate this into one video anymore. It's just not possible. This is the epitome of bad cartoons. To me, because I feel ashamed to have watched this as a kid, and that is not a good feeling. If you like it, then fair enough. You can obviously get past the bad animation. The story I really liked as a kid. I still like the idea of the story. If I read the story, I think, this works. Except after Series 3. After Series 3, no. You can bugger off with your story. It just goes to shit. But I liked the story of Series 1. I loved it. I liked the story of Series 2. It's just everything else. It's a good story wrapped in really bad packaging. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. If this was a book, okay, I might read it if I read, but I don't. But I might read it as a book because it's got a good story. It's just so painful to watch as an adult, well, as a teenager / adult. Especially knowing that I loved it so much as a kid. It sort of destroys a piece of your childhood, realising that something you loved as a kid is that crap. But I think I need to end this rant now because I'm coming up to 10 minutes for this second half. And, oh god. I don't know when I'm gonna get this other video done. It'll probably be in the next couple of months or something, because it's gonna take me a while to, well, to sift through all the crap that this has gone through. I mean, it's just, no. So, thank you for watching. If you've stayed to the end, then I am very impressed with you, because most people cannot stand my rants. I will see you in the next video, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this strange ranty video. If you enjoy strange ranty videos, then definitely click subscribe, because that tends to be what I do. I've realised this. It just tends to be rants about various things. So, yeah. Bye!